Hi guys, it's Tom from the Sports Factory. Getting a bit annoyed now around this whole coronavirus thing. Being in self-isolation, it can get really frustrating. I'm sure there's lots of you sort of in the same situation. And even if you're not, situations have massively changed. Things are being cancelled, which is getting frustrating. We can't necessarily see certain friends or family. And massively for me especially, football's been cancelled. And that's been a really horrible feeling. So just thought I'd do a quick video to help those in sort of a similar situation. I'm going to be doing a few sort of football fitness drills, moves, whatever you like to call it, that you can do within the comfort of your own living room to hopefully keep those of you in a similar situation to myself a little bit sane, and hopefully this will be really beneficial. If you've got a football, then just pause this video, go and grab a football, and you can hopefully follow along with the video. If you haven't got a football, don't worry too much. I'm going to do a load of the moves with and without a football, so regardless, hopefully you can follow along. Also, this video, whether you're a child, a young, old, whatever, young adult, old adult, whatever, hopefully you'll be able to follow along. Hopefully this will be a video which is accessible to the whole family. So if you've got a football, go and grab it quickly. Pause this video and go grab it. If you haven't, don't worry. Okay, so we're going to go through around 8 or 9 moves, which hopefully will be a really not a full sort of substitute for necessarily football on a Saturday, but something that's going to keep us sane. So to start with, number one is going to mean run. So if you've got a football, okay, just put it between your feet, okay, and for the next 30 seconds, we're going to be running on the spot and putting the ball in between your feet, just like this, okay? Now, if you haven't got a football, all I'm going to want you to do is just to start by running on the spot. Nothing too quick, okay? Just to get our heartbeat going a little bit, but just running on the spot, okay? So we're going to go for about 30 seconds. Ready? Off we go. Okay, now number 2 is going to mean shoe. Okay, so with 2 means shoe. If you've got a football, we're just going to do toe taps on the ball. If you're going to struggle sort of fitness wise, maybe for the whole 30 seconds, so you're going around this speed. Okay, if you're feeling up for a bit more of a challenge, then you can speed it up a little bit. So foot on the ball like this. And the more you want to challenge yourself and push yourself, the quicker you can do it. Now, if you haven't got a football, okay, 2 still going to mean shoe. What we're going to be doing on the spot again, you're going to be putting your legs up, and with the opposite hand, I want you to touch your shoe, okay, or your foot if you're barefoot. Okay, so 2 means shoe, so it's going to look a little bit like this. Just touching your shoes as you go on. So we're going to be working for about 30 seconds again. Okay, so this time, if we've got a ball, instead of having it inside our foot, you're putting your sole of your foot on the ball. Okay, 2 is going to mean shoe. So 30 seconds, off we go. 1. Okay, perfect. Hopefully some of you are nice and warmed up now with a heartbeat going quite fast, but not too tired just yet because we've got a few more moves still to do. Now, number Number 3 is going to mean knee. Okay, so if you've got a ball, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to put your knee just on the ball like this, and you're going to be exploding up. Okay, within football, it's a lot of explosive movements, whether you're getting up to try and win a header, or you're going from a standstill to a sprint. They're all quite explosive movements from the legs. So this is working on explosive movements. Okay, so just that again. Put your knee on the ball like this, and you're going to explode up. Okay, then you're going to opposite knee like this, and you're going to explode up. Okay, now if you haven't got a ball, okay, we're going to be doing jumping lunges. So we're down here, and then we're up, down here, up, just like that. Now, if you're up for a challenge, really again, try and push yourself as hard as you can. If you're struggling to do that for the whole 30 seconds, maybe just work for 10 seconds and rest. Have a 10-second rest in the middle, and then go for another 10. It's up to you, okay? So, 30 seconds, 3 means knee. Okay, so we're here, and off we go. Okay, good job guys. Alright, number 4 now. Number 4 is going to mean floor. Now this one, if you're a goalkeeper, really good. And if you're not a goalkeeper, still sort of good around sort of your fitness. Okay, so number 4 is going to mean floor. Now if you've got a ball, this is what you're going to do. You're going to start with you laying on the floor, the ball underneath you, just like a goalkeeper, making that ball as safe as possible. Okay, once that ball's safe, you're up, and again it's explosive movement, and then down really quickly, make the ball safe, up, explosive movement, down really quickly, up, explosive movement upwards. Okay, now if you haven't got a ball, the similar movement here is going to be similar to a burpee. Okay, so you push out in the press up position like this, you come back up and jump. So there, straight legs, back in and up, okay? Again, we're going to be working for about 30 seconds and just push it as hard as you feel you can. Again, if you can't necessarily do that for the whole 30 seconds, slow those movements down, or even keep it at the same speed, but just have 10 seconds off, 10 seconds on, 10 seconds off, completely up to you, okay? So, 30 seconds, off we go. 4 means floor. Okay, good job so far guys. Working really hard. Okay, this time is number 5, okay? So 5 is going to mean high. Now with 5 means high, again, another one for your goalkeepers. If you've got a ball, we're going to be on our feet. And all I want you to do is chuck the ball just above your head, not too high. We don't want to break any lampshades or ceilings, but you're going to chuck the ball just above your head, and as it goes above your head, you're going to do a little jump to catch it, okay? I think the ball's slightly out of camera shot, but hopefully you get it anyway. So we're standing about feet shoulders width apart, ball goes up, and we're just catching it. Now, if you haven't got a ball, not to worry, okay? It's just focusing on that explosive jumping still. So, without the ball, what we're going to do is you're going to jump, have your hands here, and try to get your knees to brush against your hands. So you're going to be here, and then hold it still, and then go again. Okay? What I want you to do is you're going to jump, land, and really try and hold that balance before you do the next jump. Okay, we don't want any of you falling over. Okay, so 30 seconds, 5 means high. Off you go. Okay, working really hard there, guys. Keep it up, really good job so far. Number 6 is the next one, and number 6 is going to mean tricks. Now, you can get as creative as you like with this one, and if you're thinking, Tom, I don't really know any football tricks, then I'm going to go through just 2 that you're going to be able to do for this 30-second period. Now, if you haven't got a ball, 6 is going to mean kicks, and we're going to get onto that in a minute. Okay, so first of all, 6 means tricks. Okay, so now if you're thinking, oh, I'm not sure what tricks I can do, especially in the lounge or in the living room, okay, these are 2 that hopefully will be able to keep the ball really close under control. Again, no lampshades are going to be knocked over and no windows are going to be smashed. Okay, so first one, we're just going to be doing step overs. Okay, so it's just there, keeping the ball just really still, trying not to brush against it. Now as the 30 seconds get on, it might be quite hard to keep those large movements going. Okay, but that's the challenge, is to keep those step overs going without brushing against the ball and it flying off. Okay, if you're thinking, oh Tom, I'm still going to struggle to do that, another one we can do is called the rocket ship. Okay, so we'll have the ball here between our ankles, squeeze it really tight. Okay, and this one's a bit more of an explosive movement again. So all we're going to do is we're going to explode upwards, then release the ball from our ankles and try and catch it, and then we'll place it down again. So it should look like this. And then we'll repeat that as many times as we can over the 30 seconds. Okay, so there, step overs or rocket ships you can do for the 30 seconds. If you haven't got a ball, 6 is going to mean kicks. Okay, now, depending on flexibility or how warm you feel, don't necessarily kick so high. It's just about keeping those legs moving and getting that cardio going. Okay, so if you haven't got a ball and 6 is going to mean kicks for you, we're just kicking out and then with the other leg. Trying to keep a straight leg out in front of you. Not too high, as we don't want too many injuries, or any injuries even. Okay, but just kicking out straight in front of you and keeping that continuous movement going if you can. Okay, so 30 seconds, ready, steady, off you go. So the step overs, keeping those large movements. Okay, or we've got the rocket ships you can be doing. Exploding up and getting the ball into your hands. Okay, so last few seconds. Good job, guys. Okay, so 6 meant tricks. Okay, this time 7. 7's going to mean heaven. Okay, so In this situation, we're imagining heaven is up there, okay? And it's going to be another sort of high movement. Now, if you've got a ball, this one is going to be throwing the ball, okay, up onto your head, and then catching it again, and repeating that movement. If you haven't got a ball, okay, we're going to be doing a pencil jump, okay? So with a pencil jump, you're starting with your shoulders width apart, knees slightly bent, and then for the jump, you're going to jump up, and then you're going to go into a pencil shape, pointing your toes, and then holding your arms above your head as straight as possible with pointed fingers, and that's in the air. And then when you land, you're back in that first position. So it looks a little something like this. Okay, so you're here, and then landing like that. Okay? If you've got a ball, you're chucking it up, you're heading it, and you're catching it again. If you can, maybe stick a little jump on it, but depending on how high your ceiling is and how good your heading is, don't necessarily push it too hard. Okay, so 30 seconds, 7 means heaven, off we go. Okay, good job guys, well done. Coming almost towards the end of these numbers now. We're getting on to our final number now, number 8. Okay, now 8 is going to be potentially one that pushes you really hard here, but again, if you're struggling, just work in those 10-second blocks or just slow the pace down a little bit. But the more you put into it, obviously, the more you're going to get out of it. So especially this being one of the last ones, really look to push yourself. Okay, number 8. Now, number 8, I want you guys to imagine, okay, you're walking to your favourite place. Maybe it's a place that you no longer can go because you're in self-isolation or you're being quarantined. Maybe it could be like a football match or just one of your other favourite things to go to. And I want you to imagine you're walking there. And you suddenly look at your watch and you're like, oh no, I'm running really late. Okay, what would you do? You'd have to run there. And you'd have to run there really, really quickly. Okay, so 8 is going to mean running late. Now, if you've got a ball, we're going to return to those toe taps that we did earlier. But this time, I want you working as hard as you possibly can and as fast as you possibly can. So if you've got a ball, okay, for 30 seconds, you're here and you're working as quickly as possible, really, really quickly, but keeping control of that ball, okay? Again, that's going to be difficult for the 30 seconds, but really, really, really try and push through. If you haven't got a ball, what I want you doing is you're going to be running as quickly as you can on the spot, but not only that, okay, I want really high knees, I want your arms pumping as much as possible, okay? So this one for you guys without a ball is going to look a little bit like this, okay? Really quick feet, moving those knees, pumping those arms as quickly as your body will allow. Okay, so we're going to work for 30 seconds now. 8 means running late. Okay, off we go. Good job guys, really, really well done. Working really hard in there hopefully. And a bit like me hopefully, a little bit out of breath. What we're going to do now, before we get on to number 9, is we're going to recap number 1 to number 8. And we're going to do mini versions of them. So rather than 30 seconds, you're going to be working for around probably 10, 15. But we're going to go each of them continuously through, rather than you have to hear an explanation that's probably too long in between all of them. Okay, so we'll start with 1 means run. 2 means shoe, 3 means knee, 4 means floor, 5 means high, 6 means kicks or tricks, 7 means heaven, 8 means running late. Okay? I've got to see if I can remember these as well. So let's see if we can do it. So start with 1 means run. So we're going to move the ball in between our feet. Ready? Off we go. 2 means shoe. 3 means knee. 4 means floor. 5 means high. 6 means tricks. Get creative if you can. 7 is going to be in heaven. 8, finally, push it hard now, last bit is going to mean late. 10. Guys, really good job. Hopefully that was a good workout for you and a little bit of something to put in that gap, which is without football. I just wanted to share with you a little bit from the Bible now, and this is going to be our final number 9. Okay, so number 9 is going to mean vine. Now in the Bible, Jesus compares himself to the vine. So I'll just read a little bit and then sort of give a bit of an explanation, and then I'll pray over it for you guys. So it says in John 15, starting at verse 5 in the Bible, this is Jesus talking. He says, "I am the vine, and you are the branches. If you remain in me, and I in you, you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. If you do not remain in me, you are like a branch that is thrown away and withers. So such branches are picked up, thrown into the fire and burned. If you remain in me, and my words remain in you, ask whatever you wish, and it will be done for you. This is to my Father's glory, that you bear much fruit, showing yourselves to be my disciples. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Now remain in my love." Now, it can be really difficult, I think, in a time like this, to read that passage, especially that end bit, where it says, "Remain in my love." Like Jesus is, I feel, really sort of talking to us in this, as well as who he's talking to in this passage. Remain in my love, and I will remain in you. Now, in these difficult times, it can be easy to sort of panic, and it can be easy to feel scared and lonely, isolated, lots of different things, and we can be really annoyed. But Jesus is saying here that at all times we should remain in his love. And I just wanted to encourage you guys that even in this situation, that God's in control, and whatever happens, I firmly believe that we were created to be in a relationship with this God that is talked about in the Bible. So if you guys have this faith already, fantastic. I just really encourage you to to look to remain in this love so actively, and show that to others as well, and love one another as best we can, whether that looks like calling up grandparents, whether it means maybe going shopping for them, or just doing something really, really kind. We had a good friend of ours come round here a few days ago, and she was so annoyed. She had something going on in her life that had really upset her, and this coronavirus had caused it. And instead of just staying frustrated and being really, really annoyed, she decided she wanted to do something out of love. And she went round lots of her friends' houses who were also really struggling, some in self-isolation, and she bought them all donuts. And I thought, what a loving thing to do. So maybe just an idea for you guys. You know, remain in God's love. And if you don't already have this faith in this God this Bible's talking about, I'd really encourage you over the next few days, especially if you're in self-isolation and getting really down and just looking for an explanation, looking for why is this happening, and looking for reassurance that you know, that it will return to sort of sanity. I'd really encourage you to explore that this God that is written about in the Bible, and find out how He's in control, and He's got a plan for each and every one of us, and that He loves you and He loves me so much. And yeah, I just really encourage you to discover this amazing news. So 9 means vine, from John 15. Yeah, look it up if you've not heard about it before. But yeah, just going to finish the video there. Thanks for watching. Thanks for following along if you did so. And hopefully catch up with lots of you soon. Cool. See you later.